What's up, everybody? Fire Chicken here. Oh man, I just spent the last like 3-4 hours training out in our new cage. Um, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have something like that to where fighters can show up, do some rounds, learn some new stuff. Um, there's not a lot of gyms and that kind of stuff open right now, so it's beneficial to say the least. So the title of this video is memberships. What is it? Well, basically, YouTube has this new thing out now where you can make a membership to your channel. Sorry, I'm getting off this thing. You can make a membership to your channel, okay? And what that allows is you can set different. So it's a paid membership, and it's a monthly payment, and I made them pretty low, but you get different content at different levels. So like our base level, I'm going to pull them up really quick. You guys can sit and watch whatever. I'm not trying to pitch this thing to you. I'm just trying to explain to you guys what it is. So, okay. Memberships. So, like our level 1 membership is $1.99 a month. That gets you exclusive content to our channel. So I'm going to pull it up here. It'll actually tell me everything I put on here. It'll give you some different loyalty badges when you comment on live chat to like set you apart from other people. We're going to do like exclusive live chats with me. Unreleased footage, which may include like alternate angles of fights, aerial footage, that kind of stuff, and training videos that aren't going to be posted on the main channel. So for $1.99 a month, I'm going to try to upload stuff to this fairly frequently. Then we got our early access at $2.99 a month. This is actually the one I think that's going to be the most popular, because what you get is, so when we record our fights, we have all the fights, right? Well, I can't put them all on my channel. Because of stuff, but I can't put them all on my channel. I can only put a few of them on my channel. But with a membership, what you can do is it'll give you access to watch these fights ahead of time before they get released. So it can be a few days before, it can be, a couple weeks before, but you will have access to watch the fights ahead of time. You'll also get everything from the previous one up. So you'll get all the exclusive content, like the live chat stuff, the training videos, unreleased footage, some interviews and that kind of stuff. And keep in mind, this is also donation too. It keeps the scrapyard running. There are costs to running this thing that are just reoccurring. Porta potties, a good example, but there's always stuff that we need, whether it's buying belts or like I want to get a shipping container next to put out there to keep all the training gear in. So when fighters come out, and then also purchase training gear too. Fighters come out, they can get a good training session in, and take full advantage of that cage. So the last one is called our biggest supporter. That one's $4.99 a month. So you'll get access to everything in the early access and the exclusive content package, but you'll also get shout outs and videos every month. So yeah, those are the perks for the membership that you can get. If you really like watching the fights and you want to see them early, maybe you're a fighter or something, it might benefit you. So the way you find it is you just go to our page. Let me see here. If I pull it up on my phone, it'll tell me. All right. So if you go to our channel. Right under Street Beef Scrapyard, it'll have our subscriber count, and it'll say join. So you would just hit the join. If you click on the join button, it actually breaks down what the different levels are and what they offer. So check them out. You can cancel like anytime you want. You know, but I mean, you know, like $2.99 a month. That's like a that's like an energy drink. And you help support the channel. So, you know, it's not too much. I didn't want it to be like super expensive for people. But yeah, maybe you guys would be interested in that. If you guys have any ideas on things that I could add to it to make it more lucrative, maybe like exclusive giveaways. What about that? You know, like get a new pair of boxing gloves and I can make a video just in there for people that are members, and then I just raffle them off every month. Something like that. You know, maybe when we get so many, if we hit a certain level of members, it doesn't even have to be that high, but we hit a certain level of members and we can like raffle something off. Maybe it can be a t-shirt. I've done boxing gloves before when we hit, I think it was 500 subscribers on YouTube a few months ago. I raffled off a pair of boxing gloves, mouthpiece, and wraps, and the guy was up in Canada, and I sent him up to him some Venom boxing gloves. So, you know, if I say something, I'm going to do it. So you have my word on that. So that's something we can do. Maybe do live feed. What about that? What if we made live fight feed for fight day and had it to members only? I think that's something people would want to see. So I mean, there's ideas, you know, different stuff that we can do, but yeah, you know, like leave a comment on the video if you got a suggestion or something, or even if you're seeing this at a later date. Yeah, I had something else too. I just can't remember what it was. But yeah, okay. I'm not gonna drag on. You guys can check that out, and if you like it, you know, go for it. I appreciate all you guys's you know, donations, and that helps keep everything running. So I am peacing out. So hold on. I did make my first. So Daniel, I originally was Scrapyard Fights. So I started this YouTube channel back in. Oh, I wanted to say 5,000 subscribers. Thank you, everybody that is a subscriber to this channel, and you're watching this. If you see this, thank you so much. 5,000. Geez, it's only been like, man, it's only been like a few months. But anyway, so we were originally Scrapyard Fights, and I started that a couple of years ago. And you know, we were just a Facebook group chatting about fights, and like, oh, I'm gonna make a ring, I'm gonna do all this, you know, stuff I said I was gonna do. But it just took the right moment, and I went outside, I got all the stuff, I bought cement, I concreted in posts, and I boom made a ring. And we were Scrapyard Fights. We were scheduled to have our first event July 25th. And then I got a hold of Street Beef Scarface, and we talked about becoming Street Beef Scrapyard. And you know, I've always loved Street Beefs. I've been a member of Street Beefs for 5 years plus. So, you know, that was a huge opportunity to be able to work with that great group of people. And you know, so we ended up becoming Street Beef Scrapyard. So that's how we became what we are. See, Iron Mike, what's kicking chicken? Good to see you this eve. Hey, good to see you on here too. Thanks, man. So yeah, bro, I'm just going over the different levels of the membership thing. for like a little bit a month, you can check out like the fights and stuff early, like exclusive, maybe up to like 2 weeks early, all that kind of stuff. Buddy V MMA fight though. Buddy V an MMA fight. Oh, his versus Jalu. It's not up yet. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like Street Beefs over there, they got us, Pound for Pound, West Coast, and their branch. Okay, so when they have these big events, they put out like, let's say Street Beefs puts out 50 fights. Say West Coast puts out 40 fights. Say Pound for Pound puts out 30 fights. Say we put out 30 fights. All of these have to go on the channels, and they can't just like upload like 20 of them a day. They wouldn't get watched. So they have to span them out. Anyway, they have to span them out. And so sometimes a fight doesn't get uploaded for a couple weeks, and it really sucks to the fighters, but I mean, I see why they do it. I can't say anything negative about the way they do it, because that's just how it's got to be. But that's why I'm doing this membership thing. So, if you're a member on here, you can check the fight out early. The membership fights on our channel, the videos, they're not going to get huge views. They're going to get like however many members we have. I mean, if we got like 10 members, then it's going to be like, hey, it got 10 views. Big deal. It's not hurting anything. It goes to Virginia, it's going to get 50, 100, a million views. So what's 10 views, 20 views? I can't upload all the fights to my channel. I can't do like all the fights that are filmed here, because I have an agreement that I would upload them, that I would send them to Virginia, and they would upload them on the main channel. So that's why we're doing this. But like I said, it takes them a while. It takes them a while to upload fights. You got no idea how many are watching you now? I don't get what you mean there. You can explain if you want. You can send me a private message if you really want, but I mean, are you guys saying that because like you really like what we're doing, and we have a lot of people watching us right now? Is that what you mean? Or sorry, I overanalyze things in my head sometimes, like too much. God, sometimes I think about things that aren't really. Yeah, but I guess I just think a lot. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, yeah, I think I know what he means there." But yeah, guys, I just love your guys's. I love your guys's dedication to the channel, and your guys's continued support. And I mean, you guys will support us no matter what we do, right? So, I mean, I'm going to stay with Street Beefs, and you guys support us, right? They've done a lot. Street Beefs has done a lot for us. They've done, I mean, everything. I mean, that's why I got 5,000 subscribers. But yeah, I appreciate everything that I've got. So yeah, if we upload Abe, if we got like 25 fights, I'm probably going to give them like 20, 21 fights. I want the fighters to get that exposure and get it on the main channel. That's what I really want. I want to do the best for the fighters. They're the ones getting in the ring, putting everything on the line. That's why I defend our fighters when something negative said about them. That's why when fighters need something, I try to make it better. It's all about the fighters, and some of the views and stuff and things that happen in our branch are a reflection of me, or like a byproduct of me trying to make things better for the fighters. So, I gave him a cage because I didn't feel like the ropes and stuff were good for the fighters. I didn't feel like a couple things were good for the fighters. I went and got a porta potty for the fighters. It's all about the fighters. I got belts so that fighters, when they win a belt, they have something to go for. They have something to show. Um, yeah, I can't help it if we're getting noticed. I'm just trying to do the best that I can. I don't believe in half-assing stuff. I believe in, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it 100%. I'm going to put my best effort forward for people. Hey, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Andy, the arcade guy. Howdy, what's up? Yeah. This has really been a really cool journey though, running this branch, because I've met some cool people. The fighters, the fans, the corners, whatever. There's way more positive to this than the negatives. The negatives is like stress, dealing with people's bullshit. I got to deal with fighters' attitudes sometimes. I got to deal with their coaches' attitudes sometimes. I got to deal with, I don't really have to deal with YouTube, but I go on there and fight for people. I shouldn't, but I do. Um, there's so much involved with it, but I get so much out of it seeing the way these fighters look like, when their videos online, and how they love it, and getting their interviews and getting noticed. That's one thing that I feel is lacking in sanctioned MMA, boxing, all that is exposure. Okay. You could be a pro fighter. You can go and be a pro fighter, and you can go fight at a casino and have a couple hundred people watch you fight. You're pro. You're spending a lot of your life, time, money, all that stuff in a gym getting ready for fights. Okay. You might go fight at a casino. You might make, I don't know, 5,000, 4,000, 2,000, $2,000, whatever. But I mean, how long did it take to prepare to get for that fight? Sorry, I can't talk tonight. Um, how long did it take to prepare for that? And how much exposure are you getting? Like YouTube, Street Beefs, you go have a fight, Arm and Hammer, 2.5 million views. Gash versus Gumby, hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. It's all about like giving back to the fighters for putting in all this hard work. And it's really unfortunate that every pro fighter can't get that kind of exposure. I feel that they really deserve it. Even just amateur fighters. I'll go watch amateur fights, and they're great to watch. And those guys are going out and beating the hell out of each other. And there might be like 30 people watching live, and a lot of these places don't allow you to film, so you can't even film. And then like casinos and stuff, sometimes like they want you to buy their film that they put out and everything. So it's just kind of it's a losing game as far as like trying to build yourself up. This gives fighters such a platform to build on. You can become an internet sensation just after a few fights. You can go to like if you have a distinctive personality or look, or you're an exciting fighter and millions of people have seen you fight, there's fighters in Street Beefs that can go to like grocery stores and people will be like, I know that person. I saw you on YouTube. You're a badass. You're not going to get that as a pro fighter or an amateur fighter, not unless you're like a pro that's fighting in Bellator. But let's be honest, okay? How many, you can go watch the last UFC fights, pull up the prelim card. How many of those people do you know? How many of those names do you recognize? I'll be honest, I'm not big into MMA, like watching it on TV anymore, but there's just not a lot of names that I recognize. They're not promoting their fighters properly. I feel like everybody should know who most of those people are. They should be given backstories on people. They should be doing a lot more than they really are. I might watch over him tonight, Daniel. I like watching Alistar. Really good striker. Oh, thanks, Iron Mike. I've learned a lot. It's all about life lessons and learning and that kind of stuff and just trying to make yourself a better person every day. Nobody's perfect, you know. I don't judge people, just try to make yourself better every day, better version of yourself. Mm, nobody is watching. Ha ha ha. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, Luis. Um, yeah, sorry, Andy. That's unfortunate. I've seen pro fighters go out and fight for hundreds of dollars, and then you're stuck as a pro in a lot of states. Like you can never go back. You're always going to have that pro status. So you can't go fight amateur after that. Hey, thanks, King Warlord. How much is Tony going for? I don't know what that means. And spectators totally. uh, I'm not watching the Super Bowl, Abe. Nah, I'm just not a football fan. Hell, I'm a fight fan, and I don't watch fights. Yeah, fighters get lost. Oh, Tony Montana. uh, yeah, you can get lost in the shuffle there. Really, to be really successful, it seems like you need like a lot of different things. You need a personality. You need good fighting ability. But look at Conor McGregor. Not trying to step on people's toes or anything, but that the guy's a personality, and he gets a lot of attention. Decent fighter, not the best ever, but people want to see him because he's controversial. So, and they promote the hell out of him because they know he draws in people. I mean, what if they promoted everybody like that? Is it really hurting them that much? Hell, I want to know. I want to know people's backstories and stuff. I want to see like where these people are coming from and why they fight. Another thing is shout out to Heart in the Fight. Give you guys a shout out. You guys are always going into people's backstories and giving fans a reason to watch these fighters. So I really appreciate what Heart in the Fight does. Um, but I'm going to find out about this UFC thing tonight. So I'm sorry. I know I got kind of into a rant, guys. I got a lot on my mind. There's stuff that goes on with your fighters, with your team, people that are close to you, people you've known for a long time, and um, you know, I try to be as fair as I can with everything in our group, but some people want like exceptions or that kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into it, but there's a lot of highs to this. You see a lot of things come from this that's positive, and I mean equally there's a lot of lows to it too. Sometimes I can read comments on YouTube and it gets me down, but I try not to let it get to me. But I got a lot invested in this, you know, heart wise. So it does affect me when things don't really go right, or when people don't talk to me and I feel like there's tension there. Um, you know, I just feel like talking it over could work out. But hey, thanks, Daniel. But I'm still like, I'm still loving this every day, guys. So I'm really glad you guys are here. You guys stopping in and having conversations with me. Yeah, it does a lot for me. So appreciate you guys, every one of you. But I'm gonna get off here. Go spend some time with my kid. Maybe get some coffee. But yeah, Pacific Northwest, we drink a lot of coffee here. So yeah, hit me up on Facebook or messages or on Instagram. Actually, I haven't checked Instagram in a couple days. I usually have messages on there, but hit us up again. Thanks everybody for the subscriber count. We hit 5,000. I never imagined that we were going to do that. I mean, I just wanted to put the best thing forward I could, and whatever happened happened. But you know, it's just been a blessing. So again, you guys are a big contributor of that. All of our supporters, our sponsors, Pishoto, Lynn Hicks, you know, I appreciate the hell out of you. Um, Tony and Monica Batchelor, Beamer representative. I mean, they've done so much for us, and then just the people that come out and help out, and the people that donate, and all that stuff. The fans that watch, you guys are responsible for this just as much as I am. So I thank you, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. So with that, Fire Chicken out.